What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are finally out of the shop and we are in my hometown, Kinston, North Carolina, at the Lenoir County Fairgrounds, where we do the JeepAffair event every year. And what you're looking at right here is the new section of the course. And if you are familiar with the Lenoir County Fairgrounds, you know this is where they do the demolition derbies right here. But they had monster trucks, I would say probably 4 or 5 months ago, and they left us actually all the dirt out here. So we're obviously using that for the course. You can see the LJ is sitting on top of one of the monster truck jumps. And you can see the monster trucks, they gave us some cars and we've kind of buried those, so there's no chance of, you know, messing up your Jeep or anything like that. But I'm just going to go around the course and kind of show you what we got going on, because there is a lot of stuff this year that I think everybody out there will really like. So let's get started on that. So this right here is the area where all the Jeeps will be. The food vendors will be up there. That is actually the old course over there. That's the course that pretty much started this whole thing. So whenever the fair comes in, they pretty much take over everywhere this way. So as long as we kept this open, we could leave the old course, which was super cool. And so we're going to be doing some revisions to that. So if you came to the event last year, we're actually going to be changing it up, just so it's, you know, different terrain and stuff like that. But anyway, I'll show y'all what we got going on. So the start of the course is actually going to come down here, and you'll be going over these rock piles, just some intermediate stuff right here. You don't have to have anything crazy built to go over this stuff. And then right here, of course, we got the, I believe that's off a front end loader, but I was told by the guy that I got that tire from, I got a couple of them, that those tires are 1,200 pounds a piece. I'm not sure how true that is, but these things are crazy heavy. So what we did is we packed all the dirt inside of the tires just to give it some more structure, you know, because I mean there's going to be hundreds of Jeeps going over this tire and I want it to stay there. But then what we did is we took some of these concrete barriers that they use for the demolition derby, put some dirt on top of them, put some dirt around them, and just kind of make it where you can kind of pick your line. So, you know, there's something out here for everybody. And this is our super cool Kubota, the mini excavator. I love this thing, but it's doing a lot of the grunt work out here. We have rented a couple of skid steers just to kind of move a little more earth than that bucket. And that's what we use to put the dirt around the cars. And then we you know, as soon as we put the dirt on the cars, we pack it down with the Jeeps. That way it's all nice and pretty. So once you come past where the Mini X is parked, you'll come over either these cars, which is a pretty easy line, and then this is what I call the gladiator killer. You've got to have some pretty high clearance stuff to get over this. But man, this thing is gnarly. So what we did is we took, I don't even know what these tires are off of, to be honest with you. So we buried them and then shoved them full of dirt to kind of keep them put. We put a concrete barrier in there, and then obviously some more tires. And so like I said, you can either go over that or go over the cars. And then we got the tire pile over here. These really tripped people up last year. So, like, you know, we got a bunch of tractor tires that we filled full of dirt. We're not done with them yet, of course, but you can see where we've been testing out up here. So it's pretty gnarly, I ain't gonna lie. And then we've got, of course, the easy line over there. So if you come off of this and you really don't want to mess with the tires, you can go around, and we've kind of got a little sand pit you can drive over. And then while I'm right here, I'll show you the mud pit. So the method here is when you go through this mud, or if you can make it through the mud, then you go to the light poles that we have over there. So once your tires are all clayed up, then you've got to try to climb out with the poles. A lot of people couldn't do it last year. There were a few Jeeps that could, but it's definitely entertaining, of course. And it's a little dry right now, so may have to put some water in that. So once you go through the tires, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Once you go through the tires, we've started on this pit right here. And it does look narrow, but my Comanche and LJ go through it. I've probably gone through it maybe 5 or 6 times. and it's really not that bad. So I've had a lot of questions, you know, on my Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. You know, is it only Jeeps that's allowed out here? No. So we're allowing anything that's four-wheel drive and short wheelbase. I know the Gladiators really aren't short wheelbase, but I really don't want people out here with like lifted F250s and like Z71s and stuff like that. But you know, if you got like a 4Runner, Tacoma, you know, Bronco, you know, just something that you would take on a tight off-road trail, you're more than welcome to bring it out. Like last year, there was somebody with like a four-wheel drive Kia out here just like ripping it, and they put on a show. It was pretty cool, I'll admit. But we're really not wanting, you know, four-wheelers and stuff like that out here. And I've also had a few questions on the camping that we're doing out here. So yes, we are camping out here. We're camping Friday night and Saturday night, and of course it's May 12th through the 14th, the event out here. And we'll be doing the camping over there. So we've got some people bringing some overland setups and stuff like that. So, and there is primitive camping. You can have a bonfire, you know, it doesn't matter, whatever you want. And if you want to find any additional information, you can check us out at JeepAffair.com. All right, so we are on the other side of the course now. This right here, this is gnarly. It may not look gnarly on camera, but I can assure you it is. So one of the main reasons why we're trying to incorporate all this concrete and these, you know, these creek beds and stuff like that, because here in eastern North Carolina, there is absolutely zero rocks, and there's really nowhere to off-road. Our closest place is Uwharrie, which is about three hours from here. So, I mean, Kinston, the saying there is, you know, it's 30 minutes from everywhere. So we're gonna have a massive off-road course that you can come test your Jeep out right here in eastern North Carolina. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start taking some of this concrete and start dropping it in this hole right here, just to kind of give this like a creek bed effect, something that you would see at, like, you know, the gulches or something like that. One of the major things we have to do is clean up all this crap that is out here. So when the monster truck show came, they pretty much had that over there, and they just piled up these four-wheeler racing styrofoam things, and then the wind got them, and they're just an eyesore. So we're gonna be getting rid of those. So don't think you're gonna be out here off-roading in like a bunch of crap and trash, but all this stuff is gonna be gone and cleaned up. Like they left like a car bumper on the ground. Monster truck people, they're a different breed. I'm gonna keep working right along with the Mini X, trying to get this concrete in here. It's very time consuming, but it is going to be cool when we are done, because it is bad down there. Alright, so I've got a lot of the bigger pieces from that pile piled up in this creek bed, and just to show you how deep this actually is, say hey Aaron. Hey. So Aaron, you're what, 6 foot? 6'1"? Yeah. And you're eye level? With. So this is what it looks like inside of this creek bed here, if I don't fall. The LJ went through it. It was pretty technical. It definitely needs some more rocks in here. And then I was trying to go up right here, just being dumb. But this is pretty gnarly. This is like something you would see not in eastern North Carolina. But it's here. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. I really appreciate y'all watching. If you would like to find out anything more on the Jeep Affair, you can hit us up at JeepAffair.com, or you could hit me up on my Instagram at 6feetunderLJ. So I'm going to keep working right along, keep working on this creek bed here. If you would like to check it out yourself, you can come out here May 12th through the 14th of this year, 2023. We're going to keep doing this event every single year, and every year we donate a portion of the proceeds to a charity or veterans or something like that. This year we're donating some of the proceeds to the children's hospitals. So come on out for a good time. It's for a good cause, and I'd like to see y'all's Jeeps in here, but I'd really like to see this whole parking lot area filled with Jeeps and off-road rigs and cool vendors and stuff like that. So come on out May 12th through the 14th. Bring your tent, bring your overland setup, camping gear, whatever, and we will see you May 12th through the 14th.